Well, hello, all my machine heads, and welcome back to Maypole Farms, the Bank Loan Challenge. As you can see up in the right-hand corner, we have moved ahead just a wee little bit. I've been playing over the weekend and not recording, so I made it to day 7. But as you can also see, we've got our bank loan is down to just $3,000 because Fury got rid of a lot of money. I kept $3,000 in there because we have a few days worth of the loan payment we have to pay back. And then after that, we're going to see if we can try to keep it out of negative numbers. So let me give you a tour, but before that, I got to ask you, how's everybody doing today? I'm doing great. I'm doing awesome. I'm doing fantastic as usual. Now, what I did is I downgraded everything. We went super duper small compared to what we had. So we got our favorite right away. We already knew we had our cows. We got rid of the auto load thingy for the bales. And we got this now. We're going to load them by hand. Dun, 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 dun. We still got our cows. I'll give you I bought fuel is full, 10,000 liters of fuel. I bought liquid fertilizer, 173,000 liters of liquid fertilizer. That should more than enough get us started. And then if we go flying through this wall here, I think I can go around here, and then I'll give you my equipment tour. And I bought seeds with the $10 million loan. So now we've got 27,300 liters of seed. Now, what Fury also did, you guys ready? I bought some sheepies as well. I've got 80 sheep, 80 of them. Their feed is full. Now, I had to buy them in two, let me show you. I had to buy them in 2 packs because I already had 50, and then I had like $30,000 left over, and I thought, well, I'll just buy some more sheep. That's exactly what happened. So now we have 80 sheep. They're full. Their food is full. I went ahead with the money, and these guys have full hay. 357,000 liters of hay it took to fill it. Our chickens are full, and both pens of cows are full food. We got wool started to be productive. I'm going to get you up in the air in a minute here, and I'm going to show you. I got to run down here real quick first and check on my silage bales, because as I get you up in the air, I'll explain to you, and then I'll give you an equipment tour, and then we'll get busy. We're going to be plowing today. Look, we got some silage bales. That's how many silage bales we got off as my tooth whistle. Did you hear that? That was pretty cool. Just off this field alone, this 7 acres, 6.6 acres, we got almost 40, well, we got 48, 47, 46 bales of silage just off this little field here. So this is going to be our money maker right now. We're going to try to sell it. I'm still debating, but let's see. These were the oldest ones. Okay, 44%, 43%. I got them done at 5 o'clock last night and then stacked them. So about 14 hours. So I'm assuming by tomorrow they'll be ready to go. And we're going to try, because realistically, what you would do if this was real life is you would keep enough money in the bank for your loan payment. And that's what we're going to try to do, because, and I'm going to get you up in the air first, and then I want to give you a kind of a flight mode. All right, so this field down here, let me get all right, so this field 66 is going to be our silage bales. That's going to be our money maker. Oh, I guess still got 2 hay bales down there. We also paid back $25,000 into the loan already. So we owe $9,975,000 on that loan still, but we paid $25,000 because this field 68 was all hay bales, and as you can see, I switched from the square bales to the round bales because they're easier to handle. Even though square bales are easier to stack, round bales I can zip around and pick them up with the telehandler. So all of these, I sold 24 bales off this. I sold 24 bales off of this field here. And so 48 bales gave us like 26,000. And I paid it right back. And we still have 3,000 left over. We're going to sell those. Okay, so here's my goal. We're going to get up a little higher here so you guys can see. All right, so the first sheep pen, if you follow my middle reticle there, or whatever you call crosshair circle, this first cow pen is going to be hay bales. The second cow pen over there is going to be hay bales. The sheep pen's going to be hay bales. The horse pen's going to be hay bales. Then we're going to, if we need them, because I ended up with 26, or I ended up with almost 30 bales between that and that. Okay? So, this field will also be hay bales. As you know, this field will be silage. Then this one down here will be the bales that we sell. Okay? And that's it. There is one simple issue on the map, and I don't know if it's because I'm not doing something right or what, but I'm not getting any manure, and they're full of straw. So, let me get... there we go. As I have broken legs now. So how was your guys' weekend? Our multiplayer Friday was absolutely awesome. 102 wool already. And how heavy is that? Okay. So, I thought I had it. Anyways, I'll show you. I switched. Now, these ones were just off their field, and I did them grass. Because I wanted to get them started quick. And I filled 57,000 liters plus this. And each one of those is 7,000 liters, 7,200 with 7,000. So 9 bales times 7 is 63,000 plus the 57,000. So I ended up with like 15 bales just off that field right there. All right, so we downgraded to I had the Merge Max, and I was like, nope, that's too much. But you guys never saw the light of day of that one. I switched it. We downgraded to this windrower. We downgraded to the fast baler, but I don't like the Viacon, so I like the Neverland better. It looks better. I went to the triple mowers because I will eventually, when we get the money back up, go back to the Krone. But that thing was like $380,000, so I thought, how much more could I buy with $380,000? And then we went over here. We got our telehandler now. And as you can see, I've been stacking my round bales in here from here, moving them across, getting them stacked. We still have all these hay bales. So I went through and I figured it out. As you can see, it takes 357,000. We have 373,000 liters right now on hand of hay extra. So, and that's not even counting those 2 bales that I forgot down there. So we have enough to completely fill them again from empty with just the fields that I did. And I sold 48 bales. So it's really lucrative to keep doing the hay for now until eventually. The only thing that they did wrong is you can't feed them just silage. And I wish you could, because I'd just make silage and then sell the extra bales that we didn't need. And that would make us money. But we wanted a challenge, and we talked of it. Okay, so here's my lime spreader. This is the, what do you call this? The Raunch MDS. It's in the in-game mod hub. This is our black sheep modding that we use on every Let's Play, 6 meters. This is our tedder, the Coon tedder, 8 meters. Obviously, you know that we have our JCB. Here's our rock picker. Okay. Now, this is a mod by, I can't remember now. But this is, it'll hold 25,000 rocks. We also have a seeder. This is the Knockerling Jockey 600. You can find this on the in-game mod hub. We also have the Gutter Mador front or back loaded roller, 6 meters. That's on the in-game mod hub. I've learned my lesson. As you can see, we went to our wagon, and we have our case, which we knew. All right, and I showed you the Fent. Okay, Fent favorite. As we used on, we also have enough straw to fill both pens twice. All right, so then I'll show you what I did over here. I actually got the proper header trailer now. It took me a while to search because the first 3 or 4 header trailers all look the same. So let me show you guys something real quick while we're in here. This will be pretty much a tour thing, and then we'll try to get as much plowing as we can. Where's the header trailers? Right here. Okay, you see how it has the green one, the N20, the N40B, then the N40BX. These all look the same, right? What I went with is the N40BX for the 8-meter. No, and I switched. I switched to the 7.6 meter header instead of the 8.3. Okay. So our chickens are flying along. We still have 50 chickens. They are producing eggs. Now we have 56 eggs. I'd like to just make an omelet right now. Whoops. Can't go that way, but we can jump over this. All right. See, I'm getting a bunch of slurry. But I'm not getting any manure, which is, as you guys can know, there's full of straw. So I'm not getting any manure here. See? Usually comes up and says it, and we've had these now, this is day 8, and still no manure. But I've got plenty of slurry. I'm getting bit up, or quite a bit. All right, so this is my Ford that I got, my Lizard 543 block, but it's a Ford 600, and I'll show you this neat little trick it does. All right, let's get you in here a little bit. And fold. Look at this. So now we can use it as a bale trailer. Get the bales on there, or pallets, or whatever else we want to do. And then we flap it back up, and they stay there. You don't even have to strap them down. Well, you still can strap, because it does have straps, see? All right, now I don't have anything over here. But this field here gives us about, as you can see, where it says it right when you first get in here. Potential harvest. Oh, it's harvested. It won't tell you. We got 15 bales just out of this. And that was when they were square. That was where we left off. Remember, I was mowing way over there, and that's where I left off 6 days ago. So I've been a busy little beaver. I've been going. A couple more things to show you, and then we'll go and we'll get subsoiling so we can get something done today. All right, I got the Neverland Exter B18. You can go from 18 to 36 meters. We only went with 18. And then I got, here's my straw blower, the Lucas Caster. It also fits round bales better. And this is our slurry water tank. You can find that in the under animals, I do believe it is. And all the way down here. It's, it comes with the TLX mod. Okay, so, and this one goes on top of it, and it holds up to 50,000 Unreal. I only got this holding 5,000. So that's it. So that we can be a little more realistic. So, I mean, I could easily do it. The other thing I want to do eventually is I do want to monkey around with horses. Because I watched a video today, and the horses are actually pretty lucrative. I guess, like, you can make, like, 30,000 to 40,000 per horse. You just got to ride them. I don't know if we'll ever have the time for that, but... So that's a tour of what we did in the last 6 days. I... show you real quick. It's easier for me to show you from the air. So, where we left off, we had... Okay, on day 1, we had harvested that field. We had harvested that field. Day 2, we came back and we mowed this and that. That I finished. I started it. Remember, I was over there. So finished that. Then I mowed the sheep pasture. Then I mowed the horse. Then I mowed. All the stuff got mowed. And each one takes just about a day to mow it, ted it, and bale it. So it's pretty close to realistic as much as we can go. We also got the lime production. You can take water or stones, but since we're getting ready to plow, I figured we'll put stones right in that. And I cracked my leg again. Awesome. So let's get into our Fendt and head down. This is one of my favorite all-time tractors. Oh man, like I said, multiplayer Friday was a blast. We ended up with 5 people. And there was a couple of people that said they were going to play but didn't show up, and that's okay. That's not the end of the world. Yeah, this is still blue because I had to forward it first. But then I found out that the Fent gives me 40 more horsepower, and I got to head down and buy a weight. 40 more horsepower for only $15,000 more, so that's why I went with the Fent. And this thing in here, oh, and as you can see, around every field that we got, all the trees are gone. So we can also mow around the edges of the thing for silage bales. That's not a problem. For money that we need. So we got some extras, but you can see the trees that are still there are in the fields that we do not own. Because I didn't want to play that game. I could have went around and just cleaned them all up. All right, I don't think I have anything down here, but I had every intentions of recording yesterday. Today is Monday. I had every intention of recording yesterday, but my wife kindly reminded me. She's like, no, you don't record on Saturday or Sunday. You don't. So let's get us a weight, and let's probably get right around $1,000. I like the Adco better. It's a little bit more, but and we're gonna get this in Fent Green. Now we can Fent Classic. We can upgrade, but remember, the rules are that every bit of money that we got coming in has got to go back to pay the loan. Now, what I thought about doing is paying back, because you can only pay back in increments of 5,000 anyways. Paying back increments even of 5,000 until whatever we made is gone. So, like for example, if I make 30,000, let me fix my steering wheel. There we go. If I make $30,000 off bales, I can pay that $30,000. But if I make 33,000, I can only pay 30,000. So we will start to acquire some money, but as we get over the 5,000 increment, it has to go back. As long as I keep up in the corner there less than $5,000, then we've paid everything back. See what I mean? That way it's still realistic, because in real life, if you had a loan, you would set that money aside so that you can pay it, and then go from there. Now, I can't even hire workers now, so what I'm going to do is today we're just going to plow, but I got course play in here, and I am going to set it up to where I practice and learn. I got a message CC tomorrow. Oh, nope. I want to raise that weight up. I want to lower this down. And I want to go B. Then I want to go 3. Do that. Get that all set up. There's our stones. I think I got enough turnaround to go around this corner here. Oh, I forgot I didn't have my sim. I had my sim dashboard. There. Because we can't hire a worker because we can't afford them anymore. So, this episode will be me doing it, and then when I figure out, I got to totally figure out and be comfortable with course play, and then I'll set up a course play. I'll do that stuff off camera so we don't have to waste as much time. I've already wasted time giving a tour, which is fine. You guys need to catch up with what's going on. But as I wanted to show you, see all the reds and stuff? That's me buying and putting back money and buying and putting back money. It's crazy. It's absolutely insane. I want to show you, where is it? That I'm being realistic here. Oh, right here. 11 hours that we played. And a lot of that was the half an hour this morning that I played off camera to get everything set up. Yeah, we can legitimately mow this grass here and get some you know, 5 or 6, 7 extra silage bales. Now we'll go down here. Get this squared off. And then we'll come down around the corner. Oh, man, I had so much fun. We ended up playing Multiplayer Friday till, oh, man, it was so funny because CC messaged me and he's like, Fury, I can't play that long tonight. I got to work tomorrow. And we got everybody on there. We got so much work done. It was ridiculous. And what was I going to say? We kept playing and kept playing and kept playing, and it ended up to be pretty close to 3 o'clock in the morning my time. Now, remember, we all got on there at like 11. It was absolutely awesome. So, almost 4 hours of playing. And this is why I made the decision, I think, pretty soon here, once I get it all set up and everything. I want to go live because I could have just went live for those 4 hours. But I'm glad I didn't this week because Farmer Z's had his stream. He normally doesn't. He normally does his on Wednesday, but it all worked out. I was able to make it over there for the last few minutes of his stream because I'm a moderator on his. So I wanted to at least make an appearance. And I still made it over. He was still streaming when I got off. So that was pretty cool. And he started at 12:30 my time. So that's why I eventually want to get to where we're streaming so I can just hit the stream button and start streaming. I'm glad. Thank you for all the comments of it worked out better. It sounded a little more natural. Leaving the open mics open. So that was exciting. Normally wouldn't drive too much over those furrows like that, but and you wouldn't have it going in there, but that's all right. I tell you one thing, when you're playing at 10x speed, you literally are rocking and rolling. You're just focused on, like, it does. It takes, like that cow pen over there straight ahead, it takes a full day to mow it, ted it, and pick up and do the bales. In fact, a couple of those bigger fields down there, I had to come back the following day and pick them up. And there was one of the days that we had rain. And I had to wait, and I played it realistically, like I told you guys. And I waited until the afternoon to pick up the bale. So now half my day was gone. I have noticed, though, I don't know if you guys have noticed or not, there's been a major influx of, and I'm really not trying to knock anybody's channel and stuff. I'm really not. So I gotta get this off my chest just a little bit. It's not a knock on anybody, please. For those of you who do this, that watch my channel, don't take this the wrong way, because it's not meant the wrong way. Everybody runs their channel the way they want to run it. So, but I have noticed a huge influx the last week on people literally just playing the game. There's no there's no narrating, there's no nothing. At least with time lapses, you get music. But there's a couple of channels out there that are literally guys literally just playing farm sim. And it frustrates me because, think about this, everyone. If you guys have all gotten used to me coming on and narrating, can you imagine if I just started playing the game and just played for the 11 hours worth of videos? Can you imagine that? And just recorded an hour, then hit stop record, then recorded another hour, then hit stop record. And there's no, and like I said, I don't want anybody to get the wrong idea and the wrong impression, because everybody has, like I said, everybody has their own channel and you can do it any way you want it. Promise me you'll do it. You just continue to do it if you want to do it. But to me, as a content creator, it's frustrating because I have to go through and set up all of what I'm going to talk about, my talking points, and all of my things that I want to take care of in the thing. What I want to show you guys. And I see people literally just playing the game, and I'm like, okay. Is it wrong? No. You can play it any way you want. But, I've just noticed it. I've noticed a giant influx lately of that. I've noticed, like, the time lapses are picking up, and I understand it. They're easy. Not everybody enjoys talking like I do, and everybody enjoys narrating like I do. There's a select few of us that absolutely love it and love interacting with people. Your Farmer Z's, your Grizzly Bears, your Daggerwinds, your Virtual Farmers, your Simulation for the Nations, Clutch, DJ Goham. Those guys we all enjoy talking to people and talking in general. But I have noticed that the time lapses are picking up and the lack of narrations are picking up. And, I got to stop using. I used my joystick then, and it hires a worker. Because I don't have Demoni. I'll use my sim dashboard this time. Here. But like I said, it is what it is, and play your channel the way you want to play it, and people will watch it and keep grinding and keep doing what you got to do. We're gonna stay as positive as we can. It's just one of those things that frustrates Fury to no end. And if you are somebody who watches my channel that does that, I still watch your videos, so I just watch them with a little more frustration than what I would somebody who's talking, somebody who's interacting with people and things like that. But I do watch it. So, I'm going to be brutally honest. I find myself literally watching like 5 minutes of it, and I know how precious watch hours are on YouTube. So I usually, if I take the time to subscribe to your channel, let's just say that. If I take the time to subscribe to your channel, then obviously whether you are just playing or not, then that means usually that I enjoy what you're doing. But if I don't subscribe, like there's one guy out there that's doing the same map as this, and no, Ian, it's not you. So there's only just a few of us doing this map, but he's just playing the game, and he's doing it at really, really, really unnatural speeds, which is fine. And I understand why. I understand. Everybody and their brother watches Clutch and DJ Goham run around and harvest at 30 miles an hour, but it is rough. It is rough to watch. As somebody who's really done it in my life, and, me and South Wisconsin Farmer, it's rough. It's rough. It's bad enough, like, I will admit that when I'm playing Multiplayer Friday, I don't necessarily follow the realism as what I should in real life, but that's because there's no camera on, there's no nothing, so I'm just messing around. And those guys are just, those guys are just having fun, and we're just, that's what we're doing. But when I watch a video or I watch somebody that is literally running around on this, I have to chuckle because this map and this field in particular, and they're harvesting at 25 miles an hour, and hey, like I said, it's your channel. You do whatever you want with it, and if I like it enough, I'll subscribe. But if I find it ridiculous enough, I'll just move on. I'll watch like a minute and a half of the video, and then I'll move on. But that's it, and that's just, I just have noticed that literally in the last week, and I looked it up too, guys. Do you realize that we are now into our 3rd week on this map? Because I've done a full week on this, and then I had 2 weeks where I put out 4 videos and 4 videos when we were just doing the mowing and stuff. Remember when we were using the swather and stuff? Because I have to laugh. the guys on multiplayer, they got a pool going to see how long Fury's going to last on this map before I change maps. And they wouldn't tell me when the pool was, because you know me, I'd be like, no, watch this. I'll just go like one day past it just for the sake of it. But they were all busting my chops on Multiplayer Friday, which is why I'm telling you, Gutterball and Ranger and CC and South Wisconsin Farmer are the funniest dudes I've ever met in my life out in Farm Sim. I mean, absolutely hilarious. We check each other. We keep each other in check. On the same token, we're able to say what we want to say. And it's great. It's great. So, please remember, please, join us. Multiplayer, just remember that all the mods will come from the in-game mod hub or the farmingsimulator.com websites. It's real simple to get them. All you have to hit is download all, and it will literally download the mods and lickety-split. And then we've got a couple of guys that are using... It's so nice to... It's really super nice to have people that have different tastes in tractors and feel free to use them. You know, like Wisconsin Farmer, he's using a New Holland. Gutterball, me, CC, and Ranger all use Case. But it's nice to welcome everybody who doesn't necessarily like the same tractors you do. Like, there's a lot of people that can't stand Fendt. But this little tractor is one of my favorites. I love it. The same thing with the baler, like the big square baler. The only reason I stopped using that on this map was because it's so big. It's so bulky and big, and it's hard to get in and out of these little tight fields. So that's why I switched to the round baler. But I can guarantee you, as Charles Barkley would say, I guarantee it will come on a multiplayer because I need it on that map. That map is absolutely huge, and those guys are great. It's really cool to be part of a family, and the people that we're getting that are joining this channel now are wanting to be here. And like I told you guys after my rant on Old Stream Farms, I only want people that want to watch the style videos I put out. Now, normally I would have just hired a worker and I would have started picking up stones. But I got to be careful of my money now. So I promise you, next episode you won't see me subsoiling the whole time. I guarantee it. Because I'm going to figure out course play. I'm going to take the next couple of days off camera. What I've got planned is this. I got it figured out. Because the boys and I from multiplayer have discussed maybe bringing another day to multiplayer, but we're not quite sure because Fridays seem to work out really well. And we are getting so much done. And we got a goal. And we finally discussed a goal. We all we all talked off camera about what our goal is. And we all came up with an idea. And everybody had input. Everybody had input about what it should be. And we all agreed that's what it's going to be. When we reach that goal, Multiplayer Friday will continue permanently. That will be permanent. When we reach our goal, we're just going to move our money that we've acquired over to a new map, and we are going to go from there. My single player, though, is going to be this one because I have to prove those guys wrong. They are so sure that within a week or so, I'm just going to change maps. And I got to stay on here now for the sake of just proving them guys wrong, because they bust my chops so bad. They're like, Fury's on a new map again. Fury's on a new map again. And that's why I call every one of you guys family members, because that's what it's all about. It's what my family in real life does, and that's what we do. I don't have any problem with people busting my chops as long as they can take it back. I don't want somebody to bust my chops and then turn around and get mad when I do it back, because that's not the way this works. So this is a weird episode. It's a tour / just me subsoiling, but I'm going to keep the series going, and that way I can show you guys too that I'm not playing around. When I say that I played 5 full days off camera, I meant I played 5 full days. There's many a YouTuber out there when you go, you played 2 days ahead, and yet he's got the same money, and I was watching one today, actually, to be honest with you. he said, the narrator said, and I'm not going to tell you who it is. He says, well, I played a little bit ahead, and we're good. But then you look back and you look at his other video and you think, wait, you had $45,323, and now you have $45,321. I think he fast-forwarded time. I don't think he played. Me, I will always show you guys how much time I've played. We have 11 hours on this map already in 8 days. And a lot of that, it should be 8. Should be 8 hours, but it's 11 because remember in the beginning when I was setting up, I was playing 0.5 speed, and then when I ran around getting the last few things set up for my video today, I was playing at 0.5. I almost forgot. I started recording and it was still on 0.5. I'm like, wait, huh? I do get a lot of requests though still for big maps. But remember, we've got the North Dakota map, or not North Dakota. We've got the Hobo Farms multiplayer. That's a big map. That's huge. When I go from this one to that one, in fact, yesterday, CC messaged me on Steam, and he said, so how do you like your tiny little map? And I said, I love it. I just have to I had to downgrade equipment because it was just, you get so used to playing on Hobo Farm, a 4X map, and you're using like 20-meter cedars and things. Our cedar on Hobo Farms is so big, it wouldn't even fit in the shed. I pulled it in there, and I got it right in there. But then Ranger and CC and Gutterball couldn't get it out. There's 3 of them working on it. And they got it stuck, and finally Ranger got frustrated and got off of it, and he's like, no, I'm not doing this anymore. And CC got it out. I don't know how. I drove it right in. I drove it to where the wheels went like this. They went up on the thing, and it was the Steiger tractor, the biggest one. But that cedar was so big, it didn't even fit in the shed. It was hilarious, absolutely hilarious. But that's what Multiplayer Friday's all about. I'm going to do things a little bit differently this time. I'm so excited. I've been thinking about it quite a bit. I think instead of in the beginning of the video, I think instead of just saying, okay, if you guys want to say something, I think I'm going to go around and introduce who we have, and that gives them the floor for just a couple of seconds to say their little, because they've all got their little things set up, because they really feel part of it too. They really feel part of it, and each of them have got their little entrances that they talk and they say, and it's hard too because poor Gutterball, he's a truck driver in real life, and he drove all day long and then came and joined us till like 3 o'clock in the morning. And I'm like, dude. And CC, he's another one. He works like 50, 60, 70 hours a week in real life. Like that, he does a quite dangerous job. I'm not going to get into what he does, but it's quite dangerous, to be honest with you. So these guys are working. Like Ranger and I are both, we get a little bit more time in our hands, but these guys, Wisconsin Farmer is a real life farmer, like real. And he just got done subsoiling 50 acres. He's working on his 50-acre alfalfa field right now. And if I'm wrong, Wisconsin, let me know. I know that you had said you're getting alfalfa planted because we talked a little bit about it. So this guy's in a field, real life, all day long, real life, like farmer, and then he comes on and joins us for multiplayer. So what that shows me is that he has these 5 guys that we have, and there's 3 spots open, everybody. There's still 3 spots. I want to try to fill it. I want to try to get 8 permanent people that play every single week, that we can, get so much done. We've already got a lot done, but we're going to get even more done. But these guys, they're living their real lives, and they're doing their own things, and yet they spend the time on Friday nights with me. So that, I'm telling you, I can't explain what that means to a YouTuber, especially a tiny little channel like mine. That right now we got 5 guys that come every single Friday. And that's just crazy. Wait till it's 8. Wait till there's 8 people. It's great. It's going to be absolutely fantastic because we're getting so much done. This field's actually pretty decent size. 3 o'clock in the afternoon already. But I also talked, and it wasn't exactly 8 o'clock when we started. I think it was like 8:30 when I finally hit the record button. So it'll be a little bit shorter than an hour video today. But, and so, oh, that was what I'm going to say. That's what I decided. So then what I'm going to do is I'm going to still record tomorrow. Tomorrow's Tuesday. Still going to record tomorrow for Wednesday. And what I'm going to do, though, is I'm going to play a day ahead off camera, and then I'm going to record. So when we come back tomorrow's video, well, tomorrow's video is going to be this, but Wednesday's video will be the 10th. And so that you guys don't have to, you can come and you can see it every couple of days and see what we're doing and keep track of my money. And now I did figure it out too, that it cost 12, sorry, I was looking at the score of the game. It costs $1,200 per day for the loan. So, like I explained to you how the money's going to work, we got to hopefully try to keep that in there so that our loan payment, we don't want to go into negative numbers, but on the same token, we do want to pay that loan back as quickly as we can. So every bit with an even amount of 5,000 increments. So what I want to do too is once we get done plowing this, I want to drive over and see how much our silage bales have fermented. And then we'll get started. I got to figure out that course plate. That's the biggest thing. Oh, the other thing is I wanted to let CC know if he watches it this far. I'll probably message him anyways. We were going to get precision farming into Hobo Farms because he wants to try it. The problem with that is I do believe you have to have a new start game, a new saved game. And I'll be darned if we start over. We're in this day 2 playing at 1x speed. And Ranger and I started that, well, it's actually our 3rd day because Ranger and I played 2 episodes, 2 weeks in a row we played when it was Tuesdays. And so we've actually done 5 full episodes. And remember, we're playing like 3, 4, 5 hours at a time at a clip. I know when I recorded that video, I got done with it and got you guys all set up with the goodbyes and everything. I looked up at this camera and I was like, I might have even done it on camera. I don't remember now. But I was like, hey guys, it's like 6 o'clock at night already. It was getting dark. It was like, and CC lost all his crops. He was he's in the middle of harvesting canola. And he was about 3/4 of the way through the field, and then we went to the next day and bam, it withered. So that kind of sucks in a way, but we're on to September 1st now in that game. So we were playing 2-day months in that because at first we were just going to do 1, but then we figured with a 4x map, even with 8 players, we're going to need the time to get what we need done. Because I'm telling you, when it gets time to start mowing and baling and things like that, we're going to need some major, I know for a fact. So if I take, it's usually, like I said, I play on this for 1 hour straight, and it takes me a full day to, like the cow pen, to mow it, bale it, or mow it, ted it, and bale it. All right? So realistically, if I was playing, but that's also at not realistic speeds. I mean, you see, I'm plowing at 10. I'd be plowing at 3. I mowed that whole field over there at 18 miles an hour with that big crone. If I mowed it with triple mowers at, say, 6 miles an hour, it probably would have taken me 2 hours total. So 2 hours and 4 hours. So pretty much a half a day just to do their pens. So it's just a small map, but there's a lot to it. Not to mention the trees, getting rid of the trees and all that stuff. And I'm going to buy one of these forested areas as soon as we get enough money and start foresting so that we can get a steady income coming in, because I think that would be the quickest way while we're waiting for our crops to make money. Because on 28-day months, I know that 1 month grass growth 1 month grass growth gives you 1 stage. So it takes about 3 in-game months. And correct me if I'm wrong, but... All right, let me see something here. No. All right, I don't need lime on this, which is good. And so I will fertilize it. I will pick up the rocks, and then we'll seed and fertilize. No, because I'm only using... That was the other thing I made the decision. I'm not using powdered fertilizer on this at all. I'm only using liquid. So we'll fertilize, then we'll lime, then we'll fertilize again, then we'll pick up the rocks, seed it, and then we'll roll it. Let me drive real quick down here, and then we'll start plowing in that other field. See how much better this little small tractor works? Now, I do know that JCB, they use them a lot over in Europe. But I just think it fits better with smaller equipment. I definitely want to look into horses. Remember, this was at 44% this morning when we checked. What are we at now? 58. Okay. So probably by morning, it's about, when did we start? Like 12:30, I think it was? I don't know. An hour. It went up 10%. Now, I want to check something too. I want to see our weather. When do we have rain coming in? Nothing today. Okay. Because I can leave those 2 hay bales down there. Now, I'm going to feed... You know what's funny? I wanted to point out something real quick, and then I'll head down to keep subsoil. I bought those 30 extra sheep literally right before I hit record, right? Gave us the 80. And their food was still full. I added 30 sheep, and it didn't even add any. So does it go? Like, I don't know how it works, but it didn't even move the feed. I was like, okay, sweet. We just ate 30 sheep. So now we have 80. And our cows are doing what now? Okay, so we have 994 milk. We still have 36 straw, so I'm going to have to get in there and blow some straw in there. I'll probably do that in the morning. Blow the straw in there. That way it'll fit a full bale. Their feed is still barely off, and we're now into day 8. That straw took 8 days. And the same thing with this one. Yeah, okay. So tomorrow morning they're going to need straw right away. But as you can see, the feed, 8 days on 28-day months. 8 days the food has lasted full. So you've got, on 1-day months, you probably would have to feed them every 3 days. See how much better it is without the trees? I just think the map looks beautiful. And I think I have enough turnaround. So let's go. Let's do a headland around this time. Do it a little differently. We'll actually drive this one. Guess there's something to do. Whoops. That's my fault. Let me turn. There. I just wanted it off. Yep, all these little grass areas around the map, around the fields, can be mowed. I'm sure, I can almost guarantee you, we'd probably get at least 3 or 4 bales off this. And if they're silage bales, then, we didn't buy that field yet. No, because the trees are still there. That's how I judge whether we own the field or not. Whether because what I do is off camera. As soon as I get, well, I was having a worker go, I was going through and cutting down the trees. This map is beautiful. 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 Yep, I normally would hire a worker right about now and let him go do his thing, but we can't spend any more money because we're under the $5,000 mark. That's what I decided is we're gonna pay back what we can, and once we hit under the 5,000, that's the money. And if we go into negative numbers, then it'll be gone the next day. I'm doing this not very realistic, just to let everybody know. Just finishing up our day. You would normally do your headlands last, just to let everybody know. But we agreed that we would plow, and then we'll fertilize, and then we'll lime, and providing this needs lime. And it does not. Oh, this one does need lime. So we're gonna, on this one, we're going to fertilize, and then we're gonna lime, and then we're gonna fertilize again, and then we're gonna seed, then we're gonna roll. That one doesn't need lime over there, so. Gonna have a lot of rocks though. It is for sure. Less than an hour left, everyone. It's the countdown time now. It's great because it gives me a chance to play and get my farm sim fix on my own without having to worry about hit record and all that stuff. So it works out. Now this field's tiny, but I'm guessing, this is my guess, and I've been pretty good so far with guesses. Between the other field and this field, we're going to get some sort of decent yield. I'm guessing probably about 30,000 liters of wheat. Now 30,000 at, 1,000 liters per, that's 30 grand that we can just pay back the loan with. Unfortunately, we can't. It's gonna take. So I'm gonna go off camera when we're done, and tomorrow. It's late. Hold on. Try to catch the end of the basketball game. And so tomorrow I'll come and I'll finish subsoiling this, and then we'll get those fields done. And then when I get ready to record, it'll be 2 days. So whatever I can get done in 2 days. All right, we're going to go right there. Yeah, let's get one more at least down there done, and then we'll run up to the farm and say our goodbyes. It's kind of neat though, because like I said, it gives me, it's the best. It's the best of both worlds, because I can play a little bit on my own and keep the series moving for you guys. So you don't, like I said, if I had to do every episode and show you guys every episode, which I love doing, you know me, I love doing the running clocks, but if I did every episode for 1 year, it would be 200 and some odd episodes. I think it's because it's not 30-day months, it's 28. So I think it's like 228 episodes or some ridiculous amount just for 1 year. If I can cut that down to about 100, 200 divided by 7. would be about, it's about 75 to 80 episodes, and we'll be through a first year. But I will tell you one thing. When you start, as you can see, we got almost 1,000 milk. And what I want to do here is when I finish this, while we're waiting here. Okay. I want to check the hiney. Adam Sandler. I want to see what milk sells for. Milk. Holy crap. We got 2,000 liters of milk, so that's going to sell for $4,000. So if I can get through enough to where I'm getting, we have 2002 milk, and it sells for $1,300. So 13 and 13 is about 2,600, which, if you think about reality, pays for our daily fees for 2 days. So hopefully we can get up to where I can go these extra couple days and just let it build up. All right, as we run, I'll say my goodbyes. All right, everybody, please, please, please look out for yourselves, look out for each other, and most importantly, look out for each other's families. That's super important to me and super important to you guys. Be sure to like, subscribe, and share, and hit the little notification ding bell when you get, so you get notified when Fury drops a video. And be sure to enjoy the night, the day, the weekend, whenever you're watching this. And on that note, because I'm getting ready, as soon as I'm done with you guys, as soon as I hit stop record, I'm going right to the next day. Because I'm anxious to see everything. And our chickens, let's see, we started the day at 36 eggs or something like 60 something. Oh, we're at 71 now. So we made 6 eggs in a day. That's pretty cool. Pretty cool. How's their food doing? Real quick. Cheeky's still full. 8 days in and still full. All right, everyone. On that note, I will catch you all tomorrow, but it'll be ahead a couple of days. So I'll see you guys on the 10th. Have a good one.